At the core of the human experience lies a fundamental and universal paradox. We all seek happiness and peace. Yet our lives are so often characterized by stress, dissatisfaction, and inner conflict. We chase fleeting pleasures, run from inevitable pains, and live much of our lives in a state of restless distraction, lost in the labyrinth of our own thoughts. This fundamental friction, this pervasive sense of not quite rightness, is what the Buddha called dukkha. It is the starting point for the entire spiritual journey. Buddhist meditation is the most direct and potent response to this diagnosis of the human condition. It is not, as it is often misperceived in the modern world, a mere technique for relaxation or a method for emptying the mind. The classical term for the practice is bhavana, a Pali word that means mental cultivation, or bringing into being. This is a far more active and noble endeavor. It is a systematic process of training the mind, of cultivating wholesome qualities and uprooting unwholesome ones. It is a science of inner transformation, a path of radical self-discovery that aims for nothing less than the complete liberation of the heart and mind from suffering. This guide is designed to be an ultimate resource for anyone drawn to this path. From the curious novice to the dedicated practitioner seeking a deeper, more integrated understanding, we will begin by exploring the profound philosophical framework that gives the practice its meaning and purpose, the Four Noble Truths and the Noble Eightfold Path. We will then delve into the two great wings of the practice, samatha, tranquility, and vipassana, insight, which, working together, allow the mind to fly towards freedom. We will also explore the indispensable cultivation of the heart through the practices of loving kindness and compassion. Finally, we will ground this profound theory in practical, accessible instruction, offering guidance on posture, a basic meditation script for beginners, and skillful ways to navigate the common obstacles that arise on the path. This is not just a collection of techniques. It is a holistic map for the greatest journey any human being can undertake. The journey inward to the discovery of a peace that is not dependent on external conditions. A wisdom that sees reality clearly. And a compassion that embraces all of life. Part 1. The Philosophical Foundation, Why We Meditate. Before we place a single moment of attention on the breath, we must understand the context in which Buddhist meditation is practiced. To meditate without understanding its purpose is like setting sail without a map or a destination. The Buddha was, above all, a pragmatist. His teachings, encapsulated in the Four Noble Truths, are presented as a medical diagnosis and a course of treatment for our existential ailment. The diagnosis, the Four Noble Truths stethoscope, the truth of suffering, dukkha. The Buddha begins by stating the reality of our condition. Life is characterized by dukkha. This doesn't mean life is all misery. It means that due to the impermanent nature of things, there is an inherent unsatisfactoriness even in our moments of happiness, because they do not last. It includes the obvious suffering of pain, loss, and sickness, the subtle suffering of change, and the pervasive suffering of being subject to conditioned patterns of mind. This is not a pessimistic declaration, but a realistic and courageous starting point. The truth of the origin of suffering, samudaya. The cause of this suffering is not external, it is internal. It arises from tanha, craving, thirst, or clinging. We cling to pleasant experiences, wanting them to last. We cling to an aversion for unpleasant experiences, wanting them to disappear. And we cling to a mistaken idea of a solid, separate, permanent self that must be defended and gratified. This constant grasping and pushing away is the engine of our discontent. The truth of the cessation of suffering, nirodha, this is the hopeful prognosis. Because suffering has a cause, it also has an end. It is possible to extinguish the fires of craving and clinging, and to realize a state of profound peace, freedom, and abiding well-being. This is nibbana, or nirvana. The truth of the path to the cessation of suffering, magga. This is the prescription. The practical path to be followed. This path is the Noble Eightfold Path, and meditation is its central pillar. The prescription. The Noble Eightfold Path Wheel of Dharma. The Eightfold Path is a holistic framework for living, a curriculum for awakening. It is divided into 3 interconnected trainings. Wisdom, panya, right view. Understanding the Four Noble Truths, seeing reality as it is. Right intention. The intention of renunciation, of goodwill. and of harmlessness. Ethical conduct, Sila. 3. Right speech. Abstaining from lying, divisive speech, harsh speech, and idle chatter. 4. Right action. Abstaining from killing, stealing, and sexual misconduct. 5. Right livelihood. Engaging in work that does not harm oneself or others. Mental discipline, Samadhi. 6. Right effort. The energetic will to prevent unwholesome states and to cultivate wholesome ones. 7. Right mindfulness, Sati. This is the heart of the matter, maintaining a clear, non-judgmental awareness of our body, feelings, mind, and the objects of our mind. 8. Right concentration, Samadhi. The ability to unify the mind and focus it on a single object, leading to deep states of calm and absorption. As we can see, meditation, bhavana, is the very essence of the third training in mental discipline. But it cannot be practiced in a vacuum. It must be supported by the foundation of ethical conduct, Sila, which calms the grosser agitations of the mind, and guided by the wisdom, Panya, that gives it direction. It is within this profound and complete framework that our practice on the cushion finds its true power and meaning. Part 2. The Two Wings of Awakening, Samatha and Vipassana. Buddhist meditation can be understood as the integrated cultivation of two essential mental qualities: tranquility, samatha, and insight, vipassana. They are often compared to the two wings of a bird. Both are necessary for flight. One without the other is incomplete. Samatha, tranquility, calming the water's wave. Samatha bhavana is the cultivation of concentration and mental calm. The goal of samatha is to tame the wild, untamed, monkey mind, and bring it to a state of stillness and unification. Our ordinary mind is scattered and fragmented, constantly pulled hither and thither by the five hindrances, which are the primary obstacles to mental clarity. Sensual desire, the pull towards pleasant sights, sounds, smells, tastes, and feelings. Ill will, feelings of anger, hatred, resentment, and aversion. Sloth and torpor, heaviness of body and dullness of mind, sleepiness. Restlessness and worry, the agitated, can't sit still, mind and anxious rumination. Skeptical doubt, a lack of conviction or trust in the practice or oneself. The method. The primary technique of samatha is focused attention. The practitioner learns to gather their scattered attention and place it, gently but firmly, on a single object of meditation. While many objects can be used, such as a colored disc or a mental image, the most common and universally accessible is the breath. This practice is called anapanasati, mindfulness of breathing. The instruction is simple but challenging. Rest your attention on the natural sensation of the breath as it enters and leaves the body, perhaps at the tip of the nostrils or at the rise and fall of the abdomen. When you notice that the mind has wandered into thought, which it will, countless times, the practice is to gently, without any judgment or self-criticism, acknowledge the wandering and patiently escort your attention back to the breath. This process of losing and returning, over and over again, is the core of the training. It is like taming a wild puppy, with gentle persistence. The mind gradually learns to stay. The result, as the mind settles, the five hindrances temporarily recede, and a state of deep tranquility and joy arises. The mind becomes like a still, clear lake, perfectly reflecting whatever appears before it. It is lucid, bright, and powerful. This concentrated mind, free from the usual agitation, is the necessary instrument for the second stage of the practice. Vipassana, insight, seeing things as they really are microscope. Vipassana bhavana is the cultivation of clear seeing or insight. Once the mind has been rendered calm and sharp through samatha, it can be used to investigate the nature of experience itself. Where samatha is like a laser pointer, vipassana is like a microscope. We turn this powerful, focused awareness back onto our own mind and body to see things not as they appear to be, but as they truly are. The method. The primary tool of vipassana is mindfulness, sati. As systematically laid out by the Buddha in the Satipatthana Sutta, the discourse on the four foundations of mindfulness. The practitioner is instructed to direct their bare, non-judgmental attention to four key areas of experience. Mindfulness of the body, kayagatasati, paying attention to the breath. Body postures, sitting, standing, walking, lying down, and the direct sensations occurring throughout the body. Mindfulness of feelings, Vedana, observing the arising and passing of pleasant, unpleasant, and neutral feelings without getting lost in reaction to them. Mindfulness of the mind, Sata, noticing the states of mind as they arise, knowing when the mind is greedy, angry, concentrated, scattered, etc. Mindfulness of mental objects, Dhamma, observing all experience through the clarifying lens of the Buddha's teachings. Seeing how the hindrances arise and pass, and how the factors of enlightenment are cultivated. The insight, the purpose of this sustained, penetrating observation is to gain a direct, experiential realization of the Tilakkhana, or the three marks of existence. This is the core wisdom of the Buddhist path. Anicca, impermanence, through direct observation. We see that everything is in a constant state of flux. Bodily sensations, feelings, and thoughts arise, shimmer for a moment, and then vanish. There is nothing solid, stable, or permanent to grasp onto. Dukkha, unsatisfactoriness. We see that trying to find lasting happiness is impermanent. Ever-changing phenomena is inherently stressful and ultimately futile. This is the subtle friction that underlies all conditioned experience. Anatta, not self. This is the deepest and most liberating insight. As we look closely at our experience, we discover that there is no solid, separate, unchanging I, or self, at the center of it all. There is no little person inside pulling the levers. There is only an impersonal, interconnected, and ever-changing flow of physical and mental processes. The direct seeing of these three truths is what cuts through the root of ignorance and delusion, freeing the mind from the bonds of craving and clinging. Part 3. The heart of the matter. The cultivation of compassion, the Brahma Viharas. A common misconception is that Buddhist meditation is a cold, sterile, and purely analytical practice. This could not be further from the truth. The development of wisdom through vipassana must be balanced by the development of the heart. The Buddha taught a set of 4 sublime attitudes, known as the Brahma Viharas or divine abodes, which are to be cultivated alongside mindfulness and concentration. These are the practices that ensure our journey is one of warmth, connection, and boundless love. Metta, loving kindness. This is the sincere, unconditional wish for all living beings to be happy and well. It is a feeling of boundless friendliness and benevolence, free from selfish attachment. The formal practice often involves systematically directing this wish towards oneself. The practice must begin here. We cannot offer to others what we do not have for ourselves. A benefactor or respected person, someone for whom it is easy to feel warmth. A dear friend, deepening the feeling of love. A neutral person, expanding the circle of care beyond our usual preferences. A difficult person, the most challenging and transformative stage, where we work to soften the heart even towards those with whom we have conflict. All beings, finally, radiating this boundless goodwill in all directions, to all creatures without exception. Karuna, compassion. This is the trembling of the heart in the face of suffering, and the sincere wish for all beings to be free from that suffering. It is not pity, which implies a sense of distance, but a deep empathy and a desire to help. Karuna is what arises when metta encounters pain. Mudita, sympathetic joy. This is the ability to feel joy in the happiness and success of others. It is the direct antidote to envy and jealousy. Metta wishes for others to be happy. Mudita rejoices when they are. Upekkha, equanimity. This is the profound state of balance, non-reactivity, and wisdom. It is the ability to offer love, compassion, and joy to all beings without prejudice, attachment, or fatigue. It is the spaciousness of mind that can hold all of life's joys and sorrows with a steady and unwavering peace. Understanding that all beings are the owners of their own karma. These 4 qualities, cultivated through dedicated meditation, are what transform the path from a solitary pursuit of personal insight into a radiant expression of universal love. Part 4. Putting it into practice, a guide for the journey. Theory must be translated into direct experience. This section provides the practical building blocks for establishing a formal meditation practice. Creating a foundation home. Posture, asana. The goal of a meditation posture is to create a stable base that is both alert and relaxed. The classic 7-point posture of Virachana is the ideal. Legs crossed in a stable way, full lotus, half lotus, or simple Burmese style. Spine straight, like a stack of coins. Hands resting in the lap, often with thumbs lightly touching. Shoulders relaxed and back. Chin slightly tucked in. Jaw relaxed, with teeth slightly apart. Eyes gently closed or half open with a soft gaze towards the floor. Alternatives are essential. If sitting on a cushion is difficult, sitting upright in a chair with feet flat on the floor is an excellent option. One can also use a meditation bench or, for certain practices, even lie down, though this increases the risk of sleepiness. Setting the space and time. Find a quiet place where you are unlikely to be disturbed. Consistency is more important than duration. It is far better to practice for 15 minutes every day than for 2 hours once a month. The early morning is often ideal, as the mind is naturally quieter. But the best time to meditate is simply the time you will actually do it. A basic meditation script for beginners, 20 minutes, memo. Read this to yourself or have someone read it to you in a calm, gentle voice. Settling in 2 minutes, begin by taking your chosen posture. Feel the solid ground beneath you, supporting you. Allow your spine to lengthen upwards, creating a sense of dignity. And let your shoulders relax. Let your hands rest comfortably in your lap. Gently close your eyes. Take 3 slow, deep breaths. With each exhalation, feel yourself letting go of the day's concerns and arriving fully in this present moment. Focusing on the breath, samatha, 8 minutes, now. Allow your breath to find its own natural rhythm, and bring your attention to the physical sensation of breathing. Choose a spot where the breath is most vivid for you, perhaps the coolness of the air at the tip of the nostrils, or the gentle rise and fall of your abdomen. Rest your attention here, lightly, like a butterfly resting on a flower. Your mind will wander. This is not a mistake, it is simply what minds do. When you notice you have been lost in thought, gently acknowledge it without criticism. And then, with great patience, guide your attention back to the feeling of the breath. Again and again, just this gentle returning. Expanding to the body, Vipassana, 5 minutes, now. Allow your awareness to expand. Include in your attention the sensations of your entire body sitting here. Feel the points of contact with the chair or cushion. Feel the air on your skin. Notice any areas of warmth, coolness, tingling, or pressure. You don't need to analyze these sensations. Just feel them directly, as they arise and pass away in the field of your awareness. Cultivating kindness, metta, 3 minutes, as we prepare to close. Place a hand over your heart. Feel the warmth of your own touch. Silently offer yourself a few phrases of kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful. May I be happy. Now, extend this wish outwards, to all beings without exception. May all beings be well. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be happy. Closing 2 minutes, gently release all techniques. Simply sit for a moment in the stillness. Become aware of the sounds in the room around you. When you feel ready, you can begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, and in your own time. Slowly open your eyes, bringing this quality of mindful presence with you into the rest of your day. Conclusion. The path is the goal. We have journeyed through the vast and profound landscape of Buddhist meditation. From its philosophical roots in the Four Noble Truths to the practical, moment-to-moment experience of placing our attention on the breath, we have explored the essential twin qualities of samatha, tranquility, and vipassana, insight. The 2 wings that allow the heart to soar towards freedom. And we have seen that this flight must be powered by the boundless, compassionate energy of the Brahma Viharas. It is essential to remember that meditation is not a destination. There is no perfect state of bliss to be achieved, no final finish line to cross. The practice is the path, and the path is the goal. The true fruit of meditation is not what happens on the cushion, but how it transforms our lives off the cushion. It is found in the moment of pausing before reacting in anger. It is found in the ability to be fully present with a loved one. It is found in the capacity to hold our own pain with a tender and courageous heart. The ultimate aim of Buddhist meditation is not to become a good meditator. It is to become a wiser, kinder, more compassionate, and freer human being. It is a lifelong process of cultivation, a journey of 1,000 steps and 1,000 returns to the present moment. May this guide serve as a faithful map and a source of encouragement as you walk your own unique and beautiful path of awakening.